Hello, my name is Elizabeth, and for my info project 4, I will be looking at commercial construction spending. So my data is from the Census Bureau, and it is the commercial construction spending from January 2011 until December of 2015. So all the spending is on commercial construction, such as schools or hospitals or really anything open to the public, shopping mall, buildings like that. So why am I looking at this? I'm looking at this because I work in the head office of a construction company in their analytic department, and my boss wants to know when the best time would be to take projects, what months to take projects, which projects to take, because we can only take a set number of projects per year. So I'm going to forecast the 2016 commercial spending values to see which would bring in our company the most income and how we would make the most money. How am I going to do this? I'm going to look at the historical data of commercial construction spending from January 2011 to December 2015, and from there I'm going to be able to forecast the 2016 commercial spending values. And right now this is my initial trend with the values from January 2011 until December 2015. There's some slight seasonality in here. It's kind of rigid, nothing perfect, has some spikes and some low points. Forecasting methods I used was linear regression with seasonality, third order regression with seasonality, 6-month moving average, 12-month moving average, 6-month weighted moving average, 12-month weighted moving average, and exponential smoothing. My outcomes, I had more failures than successes. Failures were 6-month moving average, 12-month moving average, 6-month weighted moving average, 12-month weighted moving average, and exponential smoothing. I had a little bit better outcome with the linear regression with seasonality, but my best and most successful was the third order regression with seasonality. To compare all these, I used graphs, the mean squared error calculation, and mean absolute deviation calculation to compare all of these to see which was the most successful. So here's the main graph of a comparison of all of them. The light blue line right here is the actual historical data sales, and all the rest of the colors are the forecast methods and values. This red line here is the cutoff of where the actual sales would stop. You can see that the seasonally adjusted linear forecast in orange and the seasonally adjusted third order forecast with the gray line match up most closely with the actual spending. But the gray line follows it just a little bit better than the orange line, which is why I would say that the third order forecast is the best to predict the 2016 values. In my error comparison, you can see that the lowest values for mean squared error and mean absolute deviation was the third order with seasonality, with the next lowest values being the linear, and all the 6-month moving averages, 12-month moving averages, weighted averages, and exponential smoothing. Those were pretty significantly high, pretty bad errors, and it would be really bad to use to try to forecast the 2016 values. Looking at the graph again, you can just see with the moving averages and weighted moving averages and exponential smoothing, they're just really all over the place and definitely away from the light blue line, which is the actual spending, and it's just really hard to predict that far into the future. So the most successful graph here we have is a third order regression comparing it to the actual spending, and you can see how well it follows it relatively well, most successful for sure. So from here we are going to be able to predict the 2016 values. So with the third order regression with seasonality, I recommend to take projects during the months of April to October, or take projects that will finish during those months of either April to October. You'll definitely increase the company's income, and people are willing to spend more on commercial construction during those months. Late spring, summer, and early fall is the best time to take projects. So thanks so much for listening.